Folks, just before we go and watch the little bit of Ustream here on YouTube, I've got to tell you something. And to be honest, I'd finished recording it and sent it off, and then I quick checked the paper, and a mate of mine has been arrested. Yes, a mate of mine, Graham Lynham, who's a great guy. He wrote Father Ted, Irishman. Fantastic. Great mate of all of us. He's fantastic. And he always gets in trouble for, well, he got in trouble for having a little go at the old trans vestments and whatever. And now, as he stepped off a plane from America, I know he's been working with Doyley, and now he's been arrested by 5 armed police, not one policeman, 5 armed policemen have arrested Graham at Heathrow. He was taken off, questioned like he was a terrorist. He was in so much stress, his blood pressure went through the roof, and he had to be taken to hospital. It's unbelievable what is going on. Why are they doing it to Graham? He's one of the nicest people you can meet. Let's just have a look at one of his tweets here, what he said. He says here, this is what he's arrested and nearly killed for by the fucking police. If a trans-identified male is in a female-only space, he is committing a violent, abusive act. Make a scene, call the cops, and if all else fails, punch him in the balls. Now, that to the police, these brainless idiots, is inciting violence. So I don't show any expression that I would agree with what he's saying, but this is absolutely ridiculous and proves to everyone throughout the world there's no free speech in this country if it pisses off the Prime Minister or those woke cop bosses. Crazy. Okay, quick commercial, then we're going to go over to Ustream proper. No, YouTube. You think, you know what I mean.
Ustream Plus is coming to your screens, free for annual subscribers and lifetime members. 2 brand new channels, JD TV, warts and all, and U-Boats, a look behind the boating industry's greatest craft.
It's perfection.
GT 2-door Cortina.
Upgrade your subscription now and get Ustream Plus. Ustream Plus. It's got it all, plus a bit more.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We'll be talking about immigration again today. We'll also be talking about the woman with a pint of beer and her 2 kids going up and insulting a quite a decent-looking Asian man. This is how it is becoming. It's a spin-off of the woman in Dundee with the axe, isn't it? Really, you can't just go for everybody now. We've got to be selective. We're talking about illegal people that should not be here. It's okay showing pictures of film of London looking like Islamabad, and yes, it does, and it is. And the Americans are having great fun with us now, saying, how is this London? Have a look. It's like being in a foreign city. Well, London is not an English city anymore, thanks to that awful little mayor, but things will change. On the 13th of September, I believe there's already put a restricted train thing on and whatever. The police will be putting their new rainbow laces on, and they'll be ready to take on the right-wing thugs, which are just normal people who want some form of protection for their children and their family from all these unwanted illegal migrants that are coming in. And these illegal migrants are getting quite nasty and horrid now. Don't you worry about that. Don't worry about that whatsoever. My mate Phil, who's got 4 pubs, 5 pubs, 6 pubs, thousands of pubs in the Midlands, he's having trouble with immigration now because his chef, I'll go into more details about this on Ustream later on, but his chef, a brilliant chef who came here and got a visa from India, he's Indian, he's an accountant, but he came here and got a job working in a pub, hard-working pub, and it became obvious to Phil and Pip that he was very, very good, and he progressed and he progressed and he got the job of a chef. Now they're saying a chef is not a profession that warrants a foreigner to do. And it's ridiculous, and they're talking about deporting this chap. Anyway, more details a little bit later on. And I don't know what this government are going to do more to fuck up the pub and the restaurant industry. Let's have a look. So the Wetherspoons, do you like Wetherspoons? Go and have a pint down the spoons. I quite like it. I've made some notes here. Yeah. There's... they've banned 50... I had this the other day. We can't take this note. It's Scottish. I said, you can. It's legal tender. They banned £50 notes from Scotland in Wetherspoons because there's a lot of forgeries going around. They've been warned that the jock money is... some of it's fake. But this is what puzzles me. Have you ever seen anyone in Witherspoons that's worth more than 49 quid. £50 notes in Witherspoons. I love Witherspoons. Don't get me wrong. I love driving past the Witherspoons at 9:30 in the morning and seeing the boys out there with their roll-ups looking like shit, having a pint of lager for breakfast. It makes me feel a little bit better. There's a great Witherspoons in Weymouth, and it's along a sort of a walkway bit. You can drive it a bit, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a restricted area. It's a great Witherspoons. And it reminds me of a pub in the old Wild West. Not because there's bar fights or honky-tonk bit, but you know when the cowboys used to go up and tie their horses round the bit outside the pub? That's what it looked like. But these are not horses. These are mobility scooters parked up there. So what is going on? What else are we going to do to ruin the country? I noticed today Angela Rayner's getting some more shit, especially from my old pal George Galloway, who's saying that she is just a lowlife. He knew her when she was on benefits and now she's a millionaire. And there's a strong word round the campfire, that there's a few bob there tucked away. Why is it one rule for her and one rule for us? When are we going to sort the boats out? Is there more to it than the boats? Is there more to... There's certainly more to Reform's bow than the boats, and there's certainly more with the Conservatives. There's more to be done with the Conservatives. Where's Kemi Badenoch? Has she suddenly gone missing, hasn't she? There's a big revamp thing going on. Keir Starmer now... he's going to have to do some shuffling, and he's going to have to leave. He's going to have to leave because all the backbenchers, these 23-year-old people have never had a job in their life, and their career is going to be a politician. They're going to lose their seats at the next election unless they get rid of him. But who are you going to put in? I know the Ginger Growler is always putting something together to ban former mayors to become leader of the party. So that horrible little Khan, I'd love Mayor Khan to be leader of the Labour Party. You never fucking hear of him again in your life, would you? You put him in charge. But Andy Burnham's a nice bloke. He is a really nice bloke. And Dan, he's a nice bloke. But you need more than being a nice bloke. You've got to look at the whole thing about the Labour Party. They were for working class people. Yeah, they should have their headquarters in Witherspoons. That's what the Labour Party should be about. Not all this terrible lefty causing civil war. There will be civil war in this country, I'm telling you. Now, what can we do? Someone said to me, Jim, what can we do? What's the options? General strike? Down tools? What? I don't know. We don't want any violence. We don't want any anarchy. But now the people are turning against the police as well. If you look at these policemen, they don't look like coppers. Where's the coppers gone? And the police women? What is the fucking point of these young graduates? All they wanted... There was a girl the other day. She was released after 24 hours. She was hanging a Union flag over a building, and two policemen come and nearly broke her arm and locked her up. The world has got to change. By the way, if you go to our shop, you can get one of these. These are perfect for Witherspoons. These are bar mats. Ustream, laugh like you used to, and if you click on that barcode there, you get a free joke on your phone. I think it's great. All right, speak later. Got to do a Zoom meeting, then got to get my dishwasher fixed. And then the boys are coming round. Got Davro for dinner tonight. Most people have got a chicken. See you in a bit.
Head over to Ustream.com now to see the biggest stars in comedy, including yours truly, Jim Davidson, OBE, the late great Jethro, and more. From filthy pantos and hilarious skits to intellectual conversations, we've got it all. Subscribe now and watch on your own TV, your laptop, your tablet, or your mobile phone. Watch Ustream. You will love it.